Hi guys, just looking through the order book, and I've come up to the build of two knives for two brothers. That's Carlo and Jan, and they've asked me to document the build of their knives. So I'm going to try and do that in abridged versions throughout the entire build. So the next batch of tool steel's arrived. I order enough steel for 8 knives that will go, but I only build them in batches of 3 or 4. It's either I'm slow or what, I don't know, but I'm only able to build about 3 knives a week. So I do apologise if anyone's waiting, but I like to do the best I can, and I find that I can only manage 3 knives a week. So if you're on the list, you'll have to wait, but you can be sure that when I do get to build your knife, I'll be treating it with the same level of care and time spent on it that I would with any of my knives if I was building it for you or for somebody else or for myself. I make sure that I put the best I can into it. Anyway, Carlo and Jan, this piece of metal in here is going to be the steel that I'm going to use for your knives. This is 01 tool steel, the finest there is. It's 4mm thick. So there you go. We're going to see if we can not turn this into some nice knives. So the thing to do now is to cut that to length and then mark it out. So it's over to the metal cutting bandsaw. Well, this machine here is the metal cutting bandsaw, and I've clamped Carlo and Jan's piece of steel into the onboard vise. Got the pattern piece laid against it, so I know I'm going to be cutting to the correct length. So I can remove the pattern piece now. I can start the machine up. It's a matter then of pushing the machine over. We're cutting the tool steel to length. There it goes. That's one knife cut to length. Well, here we go. There's the potential, or hopefully the knives for Carlo and for Jan. Cut to the correct length now. I just have to now degrease these and put some marker onto it, and then I'll score the shape of the pattern piece into the steel, and then I'll cut that shape out. So that's the next thing to do. It's just nail varnish removed with acetone. Very good degreasing agent. And on to marking up. That's a permanent marker, similar to layout dye, but it works just as well. And now I've got to clamp the pattern piece on top. I clamp it so it doesn't move, and then scribe the outline using a proper scriber. I clamp it with 2 clamps, enough room so I can get all the way around. I just feel all the tolerance points to make sure that I've got. I can run my fingernail smoothly across, so keeping them to within probably 1/2 mil or even closer tolerance than that. And it's simply a matter of, I know they're not going to move, and just gently and carefully scribe that line all the way around. the Jack Law profile. And I know they're all going to be pretty much the same. The last thing you want at this particular stage is that pattern piece to move, because then that completely throws everything out and you've got to start again. And I don't like doing that. That should be it. That should be a perfect scribe. I don't know how well you can see that, but I can see that well enough to be able to cut and grind that profile out to the line. So I'll do that to the other one, and then it's on to cutting the profiles out. So that's the two knives marked out. Let's go and cut the profiles out now. Well, I'm back over in this corner again on the metal cutting bandsaw. This time I've locked the bandsaw in that upright configuration and clamped a flat table on there. So that allows me to use it as a conventional bandsaw, if you like. And then I'll be sitting down just there and then feeding the metal into the blade to cut the profile as I want it. Also notice I wear these magnifiers well lit so I can see exactly what I'm doing. there's a rough profile cut out. So I'll do the other one, and then I think I'll call it a day. And then tomorrow, tidy up these profiles on the lineature. Mark out the primary grind. Mark out and drill out the handle holes and the glue holes, and then that's on for a clean up and then into the heat treat. So that's the next episode of a knife for Carlo and Gianni. But before I go in, I've got to cut this one out. Well, there they are. There's the two knives. It's taken me a little while to do that. It's now dark outside, so tomorrow clean them up and get them looking good. So join me in the next episode of the Italian Brothers Knives. Thanks for watching. Oh, just one more thing. I got a feeling I'd better get these just right because the Italian brothers are barbers. I got a feeling that if I don't get these just right, they'll give me a haircut much shorter than this. Good night, everybody.